Hi, I'm Bopsto, the Elder Weeb,
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
and we are the Anime
The
Boys.
anime booga booga boys.
Man, Red, I feel like I'm forgetting something today.
Forgetting something.
Yeah,
Ah,
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
you didn't flip your coin today.
Nah, man, I'm straight.
Did you eat?
Nah, I ate about 3 times today.
Ah, it's Chainsaw
It's
Man
Chainsaw Man
Tuesday.
Tuesday!
Chainsaw
Chainsaw Man
Man
Tuesday!
Tuesday. Chainsaw
Chainsaw
Man
Man
Friday.
Tu-
It's
Friday!
Friday. It's
Chainsaw Man Friday.
hey
It is Friday. Sorry, guys.
it's Chainsaw Man
It's
Friday.
Chainsaw Man Friday, you guys. So yeah, man, Chainsaw Man. Hey,
Yeah, Chainsaw
last
Man
episode was really
Friday.
good. This episode also really good.
Yes. It's
Man,
oh man. Oh it's amazing. It's
dude, it
beautiful.
is.
It's beautiful. So
Yeah, man, it's fucking.
it starts off with a bang with the episode recap.
Yeah, man, we get
And
that recap.
we get the
Fucking
recap of Himeno just disintegrating, her person getting eaten whole.
yeah, man.
Man,
Ignore that sound. I just dropped my phone on accident. But anyways, yeah, Jimene's sacrificed their shit. You made a interesting observation with Mr. Katana Boy
oh yeah, man. So like
with the
when the devil came in and like forced the blade into her head, it was so cool
Mhm.
because you could see the carving of where the blade's sticking and where it was pulling skin and raveling skin up where it just penetrated her skull. It looked really cool.
Mhm.
I like detail, and they definitely have it on point.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
but
So yeah, we get
before we get started too far, how about we just take a good old sip for our girl Himeno?
yeah, man.
May her
You
soul
know,
rest in wherever the fuck she's going.
wherever it is.
So let's just take
Oh
a let's
no,
take a toast.
are souls included with devil contracts? Who knows?
Yeah,
Um,
to Himeno.
but I will say, I think even though she's in the anime for about the same amount of time as the manga, given the fact that it's an anime and not a manga, her presence felt a lot longer in the anime
It did. It did. It did. It did. But I
because the
think it's just
manga is very fast
because
paced.
yeah, the manga is incredibly fast paced. Woo! That was a spicy meatball. Holy snap!
Dude, you can't handle your drinks, can you?
Oh, I can handle it. It's a spicy. It's got a little
Uh,
to
a,
it.
a little kick to it.
It's got some kick.
Yeah,
But
he's pouring a one out for a homie Himeno.
yep, had
With
to.
what you drink? What you got? What you got?
Oh, I got me some Crown Peach, Crown Royal Peach. That's what I got.
Uh, hell yeah.
It's quite nice. And what about you,
I
Bob
was going.
Stowe?
I got tea because I was gonna drink, but then I couldn't find my bottle opener.
Lame. Too bad. I got like two sitting on my desk.
Yeah, I should be a better drunk.
I should probably be less of one.
You're not the daddy, so yeah.
I'm not a drunk, by the way, for people who
I
wonder.
see how you don't recognize me as your son, even though in the last episode we established.
Well, I mean that is true. I mean you are my son,
Yeah,
but we don't have to bring it up every episode, Bob Stowe.
I know, I know,
Quit
but
trying to feel loved.
BSO rip. Shut up, Dad! I just fucking slammed the door, walk
But
out.
rip to my girl Jimeno. She's dead. So let's
Yeah,
keep moving on.
man.
Let's move on. So we get that recap, and Aki is just sitting over there looking at her, and it gets all sad, and depressing, and then soon as we get past the intro, we get what me and Bobso were kind of waiting on, which is
Yeah.
the animation
So yeah.
of the ghost hand from the ghost
Hmm.
devil pulling Dingy's chain, which
Yeah, man.
was
It
beautifully
hops
animated.
along.
It really does.
Like the
It
thing,
looks like
like the thing
I was
from
just
the
about
Addams Family. Yeah,
I was just about to say that, dude. Yeah, the thing
yeah,
from Adam, it just kind of floats along because it's a ghost hand. It has more, buoyancy when it floats. um, but it gets over
yeah,
there and
man.
it pulls the chain, and all of a sudden you just hear chainsaw sounds under debris.
It's just revving.
And
There's one small detail I wanted to mention before this, and that is whenever there was a recut of whenever Sawatari swallows Ghost with her snake,
Mhm.
to where you actually see her fingernail being consumed as a cost, and like has this cool like
That
fade
is
away animation.
true. Well, it does the
And
same thing in the manga, but they
yeah,
animated it
they
incredibly
animated it
well.
very well, and I don't think that cut was in the first episode.
It was
And I
not.
mean, in the first
It
episode, but the
wasn't.
last one. And then also, instead of Snake just vanishing away in a hard cut, this time around we actually see it fade into smoke like it does in the manga,
And it's
and that's
cool
pretty cool
because
as
it just
well.
leads like a trail of smoke from where it was.
Hmm.
And you could just see like where the snake was considered like compared to where the smoke is. And it looks
Yeah, it's just
really cool.
really really fucking good.
Like I said,
So yeah,
details, Chainsaw Man's got them
hey
on.
hey hey, listen, it's the detail devil.
It is. It
The
is.
devil is in the details.
Yes.
So yeah. Um, but so the chainsaws are fucking revving. And oh man, shit goes down. It's like, oh man, you're a fucking bad guy. You know what I love about bad guys?
Mm.
No one's gonna complain when I cut them up.
Yeah. We did miss
I like,
the part. Oh no. That we excuse me. They get into a clash. Is Chainsaw
yeah,
Man and Katana Man start getting into like this really awesome clash, and as they're about to like hit one another, they stop, freeze motion, slightly zooming in on their characters, but slow motion
yeah,
style, and it cuts to the intro.
yeah,
And
yeah, that shit's fucking cool as well.
man, that
I like there's
shot.
this one move from Denji I particularly like is whenever he jumps up and like slides his chainsaws across the roof
Oh my gosh,
on
yes,
one of his
dude.
jumps. Like that shit, like the fucking small bit of animation you got there with their initial clash, followed by the cool ass wide pose
And
of,
then
of them about to
like
go at.
yeah, and then all the sparks of them just being like contacting the katana into the chainsaw, like
Yeah,
the sparks look amazing. The sounds are spot on. Like if you put a katana next to a chainsaw, you would hear the sounds that are making from this anime.
yeah, man,
It is quite
it's fucking
nice.
sick.
It's phenomenal, is what
Um,
it is. Probably the best
uh-huh.
anime out right now, I would
Hmm.
have to say.
Right now,
Um,
it's tied. It's tied. It's that and Edge Runners is tied probably for my favorite anime for the year.
I'll agree with you on that one
Um,
because Edge Runners was
there,
good, but I don't know. This one has to take it for
yeah,
me.
this one also, like, I'm very glad that this anime has been very well worth like all the fucking hype
Oh
I've
yeah.
been pumping it, because I've been fucking telling you nonstop for the past few years, like, dude, if there's a Chainsaw Man anime, it's gonna be fucking sick. It's gonna be
Mm.
fucking sick.
Yeah, you
Just you
did.
wait.
You
Just
tried
you
to get
wait.
me to read it for like
Years. I was like,
way
dude, it's like,
before.
dude, if you're gonna read anything, read fucking Chainsaw Man.
And I'm just like, nah, I don't feel like it. And then Chainsaw Man comes out. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking read it. I think I'm gonna read it. Like,
And you're like, oh shit, that's fucking good.
it
Ooh,
really fucking was. It was
yeah,
like forbidden fruit, man. Like you
yeah,
just couldn't get enough. Oh,
yeah. Yeah,
but
so back to the
they
fight.
exactly.
Um,
You got the intro, and as the intro cuts back, you get whatever her name is, the snake lady,
Sawatari,
Sawatari.
she's reporting.
She's reporting back to the other teams to make sure everything went off smoothly. We get a little recap of Makima being shot, all the team members being shot.
Yeah,
Or is that later,
I
further
think that's
in?
later because she's just confirming with it, and then in the
You're right.
background,
Yeah, yeah,
you hear their fucking fight going on in the background
yeah.
while
She's reporting. You just hear clashing of the fight that's happening
yeah.
in the smoke that you can't see,
Hmm.
and
And then it cuts back, and dude, this shit was fucking nuts.
it it was nuts. Like it cuts back to the fight, and she could tell something's about to fucking happen. and they're just going at it, dude. Like, oh my gosh, this fight was crazy,
Fucking flashing
crazy
Denji's
good.
dodging and shit.
Oh my god, bro,
Um,
it was so good.
dude,
I
this
The
one.
part that stuck out for me the most was whenever he was doing the like forceful like katana swings with his arms, and it was cutting the air so
Uh,
forcefully that it was creating a sound bomb, like sound boom, like a sonic boom with
the
his
Sonic
fucking
Boom.
swords,
Yeah.
and launching Denji with each shot, man. It's
Uh-huh.
oh my god, it was just
There's one bit where the camera is like following Denji for a second
mm,
as he's just fucking pummeling this dude. And then all of a sudden, as they're in the heat of the fight, Denji gets scratched. Like, oh shit, how did I even get hit?
yeah, like
Um,
it. They're just like he's like, ow, shoot, dang it, that hurt. How'd you get me, bro? Like,
yeah,
but you're forgetting it was
yeah,
after Katana Man
as
called
after,
in his little
yeah,
reinforcements
he
as
calls in his boys.
and he's like, aim for the heart or the head. One or no, save the heart, aim for the head is what he said.
Hmm.
And because they're after his heart. And Denji's just like, nah, I don't feel like fucking with these guys. So he just runs up, knees one dude in the fucking chin, and then just
Yeah,
bashes the other guy across the fucking roof, bro.
yeah. Hmm.
And then,
And then he fucking elbow drops the dude he initially
dude,
kneed.
because the dude shot him.
Yeah, he shot him, and
Shot him
he
in the
just his
chest.
response is he just fucking elbow drops the guy.
He's just like
And
people's elbow on his ass, bro. Like, he just fucking lays him out.
he's coming up from the fucking turnbuckle. And, ugh.
Mm.
But dude, that shit was really great. One thing I'd like to mention as well is I like how in this initial fight, the holes left by Aki's nail in his back are very,
Oh,
very prominent.
yeah, dude. That
Like, super fucking prominent.
you got those. You got the gunshots.
Uh-huh.
Well, that comes later, but still, I get what you're
Yeah.
going.
Like this dude's dad, like they made sure to emphasize like the damage on Mr. Katana Man. And I like how there's like the clash of different blood on his blade. So you got the red blood from like Aki and
And then the
Denji,
blue blood
the
from the
blue blood
devil.
from the Ghost Devil.
Gosh, man,
It
it was
looks really
fucking awesome, bro. Like,
it looks really good. Fucking
but
camera work brilliant in this episode as
God, the
always.
cinematography is always a go for me. Like,
So
it's amazing.
so Denji decides, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna pull a trick out of the Bat Devil's
Yeah,
playbook,
he great,
and I'm gonna take me a hostage.
and he's just like,
'Cause, yeah,
hey,
surely this guy is gonna care about his men.
hey, dum dum, I got your person. Isn't he your friend? He's just Katana Man's just like, yeah, what about it? And he's just
Hey man,
like,
how do you like your fucking ground beef? I'll fix you up real good.
yeah, like make one more step and this man's face is gonna be like the fucking Face Off movie.
I'm gonna lick the shit out of him with my long ass tongue. Well, and
But
it's like, all right, fine.
he's just like, oh my god. It seemed like the Katana Man was defeated. His knee hits the ground as he bows before Denji. And Denji's just like, yeah, sit your ass down, bitch. Yeah, I did that shit. I did that. Where'd it
Dude,
go? Where'd it go, bro? Like,
I just kind of want someone to put the instant transmission sound in.
dude, it would have been fucking stupid if they did, but
I know. No, when I was talking about like an edit, not officially.
dude,
But dude, I like this cut. So like he's behind him, and then we're like, okay, it's going to be similar to Aki. So what's going on? And you just see Dingy and the dude that he was holding hostage just slowly slide in half.
oh my god, bro, that scene was crazy. Like whenever you just saw them, it was a bit choppy, and that's just the way that my mind saw it. But man, it still looked really good. The blood was trickling down their side.
As soon as it starts sliding, there's a camera cut, and that might be what was registering.
Well, no, like for a second, while they
mind.
were sliding down, you could tell like the frames were a bit off, but it wasn't just super noticeable. I just noticed it. But it still looked good because they try to take your attention away from it by looking at the blood trickling down the sides of their bodies. And
Yeah.
man, and then they just all both fall down to the ground. And then she's just like, what the fuck? What just
What
happened,
the
bro?
fuck?
What just happened, man?
I like how, despite being unconscious, he's still in his chainsaw form.
Yeah.
And whenever the dude picks him up, he just grabs him by the fucking handle.
That was so cool. Like, he just picks him up by the little handle on his head, dude. That was stupid.
Mm-hmm. But hey, now we all of a sudden we're back over in Kyoto and seeing what happened to Makima.
Well, it looks like she's dead. I
It
mean,
looks like she's dead.
it
If
seems
I
like
poke
she's
her with a
dead.
stick, she doesn't move.
She's got two holes in her skull. I think she's dead.
It sure is looking like a duck right now.
I mean, she's looking
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. It's quacking. It's walking. Yeah, yeah. And then they're like, all right. The guys are like, all right, let's make sure the civilians are safe. Our work here is done. But all of a sudden, just like the fucking Undertaker, up comes Makima. It's like, ooh, you guys are ready to get smacked down at this year's Kyoto Royal Rumble.
Dude, I could just imagine her getting up, walking behind them humbly, and just being,
Yeah. Hey, man.
hey,
That kind of hurt.
kind of hurt, dude. Why are you so mean? Just stabs him in the fucking gut. I could just see it, man.
Yeah, man.
But we cut to the train station where her people were supposed to be coming to pick her up and escort her to the higher ups in Kyoto. Then you get another guy that's running up the stairs out of breath, sweating. He's just like, hey, the train got ambushed. Makima's dead. And the team's just like, oh, why the fuck are we here? We're wasting our entire day for this shit. We're like, I don't care. Let's just see where the bodies are all piled up.
It's gonna wait, see if she is dead, and they get there, and
all
who's
of
fucking up? Who's at the door?
Knock, knock. Surprise, motherfucker.
Don't give it to you.
So the door opens and surprise, surprise, it's Makima. Makima opens the door. Civilians start running out of the fucking way like, who is this bitch?
Yeah, man.
Run away!
She's just covered in fucking blood. And like, oh, Makima, you're right. I like how her first response is, don't worry, it's not my blood.
Right, dude. She's like, oh, don't worry. It's not my blood. And we just get this gruesome, like menacing scene of these guys laying on the ground, crossed over each other, holes in the center of their bodies, big enough I could stick two heads in, and not
yeah,
the
dude,
bad
they're fucking
kind.
massive. Just so much fucking blood.
God, man, it's a
like
massacre.
an obscene amount.
Like it's like the red room on that train, bro. Like it's it's the red train, bro. Like.
And then I want to say it's around here where we cut back to seeing the other people getting gunned the fuck down.
Oh yeah, it's
from the last episode.
This is where it picks up, except they no, not quite.
No, not quite yet. Okay.
So what happens is they pick her up. They're going down the sidewalk. She's just like, okay, here's the plan. I need you to listen to me. I need 30 convicts on death row or worse. I need them now. I want you to go to the most secret sanctuary, and I want you to rent it, and I need high altitude, the highest one.
Yeah, it's a temple with the highest altitude in Kyoto.
I need it. And if you don't do it, I'll fuck you up too, bitch. Don't try me. I'm Makima. And so
that isn't spoken. That's just the order she gives.
Then you just get this scene, and she's like, "Oh, I need my clothes. So give me your clothes." And so they get to over to
good old Tokyo. I'm sorry, no. First we get a nice scene of the
inmates
of the boys.
Yeah,
boys driving down.
They're getting their last meals. It looks like peanut butter sandwiches though. Like
maybe
it looks really tasty. To be honest, I kind of want what they were eating, but I don't know exactly what they were eating. It looked good. It looked like one of those like peanut butter and jelly sandwich things that we can get. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the frozen peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It looked
Hmm.
like that, man, and I want now. It just makes me want one.
Yeah,
um, but
they're
they
like, hey, what do you think's going on?
like, where are we going? And the guys are just like, I don't know. I don't really care. I got my PB and J,
Yeah,
son.
man. I might be going to my desk, but hey, I got my peanut butter and jelly. So, all's good. All's good.
All's good, man. Just let me eat my jelly.
Yeah.
So
Makima's putting on her clothes. That's a real, I really like the scene of her behind like the screen door,
yeah, it was really
and
really nice.
her fresh clothes.
Oh
And
man,
dude, it just it looks really good.
it's really good. So she gets her fresh clothes on. She's tucking her shirt in, and then you just see her. You see her person that was supposed to be escorting her. You can see her shadow behind the door, and it's like one
Hmm.
of those slide doors in Japan where you
Yeah.
can see through them. I'm explaining it. Um,
Hmm.
so like you can see on the others like shadows from the other side, and so she comes up. She's just like, Miss Markham, everything's ready. They got inmates lined up with blindfolds on, white clothing on their knees at this sanctuary, and then it cuts over
It cuts
to the
back.
dead people.
Yeah, man. They're like, all
Um,
right, they're about to load up Dingy into their fucking pedo van. And
they're struggling more than they were, a few minutes
yeah,
ago.
those two, because he's like he's making his own men carry Dingy. And they're struggling to
Well, I
carry
don't
what I
think I
assume.
seriously don't think he could carry him in his human form. Like,
Yeah,
he wasn't in
maybe.
his katana form anymore, which we failed to mention his like
Yeah.
disintegration of
Oh,
his
dude, I
katana
forgot. So
form.
I love how like goopy it looks
Oh,
whenever it fades.
it looks hella good. It looks really good.
Like it's super like liquidy and tarry looking, and it looks really good.
Yeah, and it hits the ground as like this nasty like goop, and
Yeah.
it's like its own being at that point on the ground. It's like it turns into wet mud. It's kind of cool looking.
Hmm.
Um, so we get cut back to all the team members. They're trying to load the van up. And then it cuts back to all of the people who died, which is super sad. Super duper
Yeah,
sad.
it's got this really really somber music, and we're just
Mm,
watching all these, just looking at the corpses of all these fucking all the division members from one
mm,
through four that got shot, and man, it's really really well done,
yeah,
and the camera work is very very exceptional. It's really good.
it's really good. So, after all that happened, and they're trying to load it up, one of the guys is like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Come help me lift this stupid body. It's got a
I
huge
don't
ass
know, man.
chainsaw, man.
Man, I feel kind of bad.
Like I feel
I don't know
something,
what's going
bro.
on, man.
I
I
feel
feel
something."
something inside me. I don't know. Something doesn't feel right. I'm feeling dreadful. All of a sudden,
He
it's
just
flat.
fucking disintegrates, bro. Like
Yeah.
explodes into a bloody fucking puddle on
It's
the
not just that
ground.
you see. It's like something is like squishes him like a fucking bug, because you see like his head
His
start to
head just
indent,
intrude inside of itself
and he just
and
fucking
and
explodes.
just fucking
And
explodes.
dude,
Dude, it was crazy.
and
So
then
at
like,
this point they're freaking the fuck out, right?
what the fuck's going on, huh?
And
What?
we get cut back over to Makima, and we get a little footage of what she can actually do. So
Uh huh.
she tells people, or these death row inmates, to speak a name, and that's who they are. And then she then takes their life and then reenacts with her hands what she's doing to the real people, and
Yeah,
that's what's causing
and
the like
I think given
contusions.
yeah, and I think given that it's animated, that's a whole lot more clear as to what's happening.
Mm,
Because it's like she's like, as you see it, she's like doing her hands very, very in very specific motions. The one she's doing like a twisting motion, and when it comes back to the dude's head just fucking twists around before he
bro.
explodes.
And okay, so let's just get one thing straight before we go too far with this scene. Reading the manga compared to watching this animated does,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh. The manga makes it look like he disintegrated and faded away like Spider-Man and the fucking Avengers movie. The
And
fucking
strangely,
anime explodes. I mean, bloody fucking
and
mess
fucking
everywhere. Oh my
blood
god, bro.
and guts and
It
fucking
was
just
horrid.
man,
It was fucking
like
phenomenal though. Like it looked so
it's
good.
really
So as she was twisting her hands together, they were exploding. And then at this point they're just like, fuck this. All the guys start running. And one by one, as they're running away through this alley full of people, they just keep exploding. And then we get up to this last guy. And this is the funniest fucking shit so far because I have it written down particular in my notes.
yeah.
He grabs a hostage and he's just like, hey, help me. Like somebody's just gonna fucking help him fight something that they can't see, feel, or hear.
Yeah,
Like, and he's just freaking out. And then all of a sudden, holding this woman in his
he
arms,
just takes a fucking lady hostage, and then he just fucking explodes. And I don't think that girl is gonna be able to get any psychological help that could make her unsee that shit.
the trauma behind this fucking scene is crazy. Because this lady, you could see the look on her face when it happens. She's just like fucking starstruck. She just goes, "Ah!" and then stops doing everything, looks at the ground. She's just got wide eye, mouth wide open. Like, this man was about to fucking kill me. And then he just fucking explodes.
It fucking explodes into blood, and she's covered in it. And it's just
put yourself in that position, and you're just like, I don't think anybody would know what to do.
It's a nice day being a modern Japanese citizen in Japan, where there's no guns really because guns are banned heavily and heavily regulated in Japan. Only cops and criminals have them, and there's not a whole lot of those around. Man, it's suck if somebody was, oh shit, I'm being a hostage. Time to freak the fuck out because damn,
it's time to pray to my God. This is my final moments on Earth. This man's going ballistic. He's crazy. He's finna shoot me. I just, you know what? Take me, God. Take me. Boom! Like,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. Bro, that scene was crazy, dude. That scene was crazy. But after all that, we get cut back. She's done killed all the people that she can. She's like, this is all that we can do here. And
I'm going back to fucking Tokyo, guys. See you, man.
And peace. It cuts over to Katana Man and Sawatari.
And I like how Katana Man's just like, man, this is the kind of bullshit Makima would do.
Dude.
I bet she's a lie. She must be a lie.
And then who do we see? Wee woo.
Wee woo. She's just standing there.
It's the maniac.
Yeah. What I like as well is she's I didn't realize it entirely, but she's got one of the radios from the dude that killed Arai.
Yeah.
And she just comes in. She's got a fucking kitchen knife.
She's just like, so you guys are with the people who did the shootings, right? Just
so you're the bitches that killed my friend.
Like, when we tell you, like, us talking about it does no justice. This woman has the coldest, deadest eyes I've ever seen. Holding this knife, wielding it around, it does this little cut back to the scene where he protects her from getting shot when she was getting shot at. And man, she does the craziest like shit. She whips around this dude, pulls the gun under his chin, and blows his fucking brains out. Or her. It was an old lady.
Yeah.
And
I think it looks like a dude dressed up as an old lady.
See, that's what I was thinking too, but I don't know. It just looks like an old lady at some point, though. So I don't know.
I think he was acting as if he was an old lady, but it's looking like it might have been a dude dressed up as. I don't know.
It could have been, but
seeing that. But yeah. So, anyways, you bitches killed my teammate.
This scene was crazy, bro. This scene was so fucking cool.
So charges them The fucking Sawatara uses her snake. She runs along the fucking snake.
Dude, she jumps up and rides
She,
that fucking snake like Goku does the Kamehameha wave. And
yeah,
fucking Katana Man's trying to shoot at her. She does these quadruple flips off light fixtures.
dude,
She's
yeah,
jumping off the light fixture, doing this quadruple spin into fucking cutting his arm off. He hits the ground.
yeah.
They
It's
fall down. And
it's fucking insane. And then she picks up the gun, shoots him fucking like 3 times.
the gun that this man was holding just 2 seconds earlier,
Like the
picks it
precision
up.
with the precision with Kobeni is fucking insane.
To think she's just this normal person who's trying to pay off her sister's college debt. It blows
Yeah.
my mind, bro.
Yeah.
And
Listen, she's been training hard to make sure she doesn't fucking die.
so Katana Man gets a few extra holes put in his back. He's hitting the ground. He's done. So Sawatari picks up her own gun and starts shooting. And as Kobeni, as smart as she is, she picks up fucking Denji, pulls him over her so that she doesn't get shot.
Mm-hmm.
And they get to the car, and she is just loading bullets into this car. And as
He fucking hits some windows,
dude,
and
she
fucking
gets very close to killing both of them in this car.
Uh-huh.
But they end up getting away, and we get this really sad scene of her holding Denji,
dude.
apologizing for wanting to kill him, then flips,
And then she just
hysterically laughs about it. Man,
because it's like absurd, as she says, like it's absurd to be apologizing for trying to murder somebody, and then that just leads into her having this fucking nervous breakdown.
And
it's so I want to give props to the actor, because like, dude,
because the mixture of like trauma mixed with pain and sorrow all mixed up into one, you could hear it in the voice. And it
like the only thing she can do, she's not can't really cry, she can only laugh, and it's just
and she's just feeling bad about the guy putting himself on the line
about alright getting killed. And then she made the last thing is like the fucking it ends with like a final little punch where she's like, I don't think I can do this. I need to tell Himeno I want to resign. And it's like, oh, you're not gonna be able to do that.
No, she did.
No.
But we get after this, we get cut back to Makima going to the train station, and with said events that had happened and had went on, we get this guy from, I think it was like Team 1 or something like that, and he's just like, everyone else is dead except for these select few people, which is Denji, Kobeni, all of them. And he's like, here you go, here's a report, also here's my resignation. She's like, oh,
I fucking
quitting?
Quit. Yeah, man, I can't. Listen, I'd rather die, especially the fact that all the other divisions are being merged with Division 4.
So this is just where you start having mixed emotions about Makima.
Yeah.
So after all this happened, she's like, okay, I'll pass this along. She turns around. The man asks, so how much did you, or no. The man says, coming straight from the mouth of the head executives of the departments, you are fully in charge. And at first you're just like, okay, cool. And then you start thinking about it more when the man says, oh, before you leave, how much did you anticipate would happen today? And she did not give a straight answer, bro.
She did not.
She just says, it is not my it's not at my discretion to reveal public safety techniques with the common public.
I want to give props to, we haven't redone it enough. I want to give props to Makima's voice actor, because her voice rides that line of emotionlessness that sounds either kind of warm or extremely cold.
It really reminds me of that. You remember Future Diaries?
Yeah, man.
It reminds me of her voice.
Yeah.
Like whenever she got super serious, she was super serious, and then when she got psychotic, you could hear that. I really loved her voice in Future Diaries, and it just
Yeah.
slightly reminds me of
For
Makima's
those who
voice
don't know,
acting.
he's talking about
Yeah,
Fushia, the
from
crazy ass pink haired bitch.
which we will cover Future Diaries at some point.
I do want
And
to.
I look forward very hard to rewatching the series because I
Yeah,
love that
man.
series.
Um, but yeah, but that's one thing
That's
I
it.
really like about Makima's voice is like whenever she's talking with Denji and she's urging him on and whatnot, she has a little bit of warmth to her voice. It still sounds like super emotionless, but you can feel a bit of warmth in it.
Oh yeah,
And then other times it just sounds cold and like
it's
lifeless almost.
it's crazy.
And it's really good, especially all while she constantly has this really intense glare
yeah it
throughout everything.
it reminds me of Griffith's stare in Berserk.
Yeah, it kind of has that
Full
aura to it.
fledged horror behind her stare, and
Hmm.
Griffith written all over it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah, man.
But that was the end of the
Um,
episode.
but hey, so that's the end of the episode. Show's good, and for those looking forward to the next for episode, hey, we should be getting a good old Doyle rules. And if you know what we're talking about,
O'Doyle
yeah,
rules.
you'll
O'Doyle
be just
rules.
Doyle rules. Uh, but yeah, this episode was really, really fucking sick. There wasn't really much to really talk too much about except for you just gush over the action and how it was like directed. Like I feel like the last episode there's so much shit going on from the camera work and whatnot
Oh,
that
dude,
we
there was
just
so much more involved with
talk.
what we were talking about.
Yeah,
But at this one, it was
like
just
this one was really straightforward, but it's still really fucking good.
like action fucking packed, bro. Like
Yeah,
this whole episode was
and
crazy. Speaking of
these
action fucking packed, the outro. Oh my
okay, dude.
god.
So this outro, I think this is probably the top of our list for the favorite
And
outros
at first
in
you're just
Chainsaw
like,
Man.
okay, when we first started watching, like, yeah, this stands up there with our tops, like favorite outros on Chainsaw
At
Man.
first, I was gonna say it was tied with ending five. Like
And
that's about where
then
I have it.
it just progressively got
Yeah,
better and
like
better and better. It was
it's,
so
it's just
fucking
so
nice
fucking
looking, bro.
good, pretty.
Mm.
But it's got what I like. So it has like these like manga style drawings. So like the
It,
first bit is like Minna walking away as she slowly fades,
it was
and
so
then
fucking
just
cool,
fucking
bro.
explodes a nice shot of the eye patch. And then what's fucking insane is whenever the colors start getting involved, you start seeing red mixed in with the white, and
Dude,
like these like I don't know what it's like almost like trailing organs, I guess it is.
I guess. I think it's just a river of blood, like a bloodstream.
It's like well it's like
Um,
these white like snake like tendril
Maybe
things.
they're just like muscles and
That's
tendons and stuff.
that's what I'm thinking. I think it's like either that or like some kind of like
Maybe it's
organ
just
or
this
something.
big visceral fucking goop.
But
I really
there's
don't think
so
it's
many other good shots. Like there's one bit where it shows one of the dudes getting flattened, and
Himeno
then
like start it switches into
a
Himeno
fucking
like surfacing from the blood.
and there's a
Um
cross,
there's a cross
dude.
that floods in with these really awesome looking flower petals. You got Makima shows up with this skull that gets fucking shot. It was
Uh-huh.
then the one part I
It's
loved, it was like these blood hands, like just perfectly cut hands
hmm
rises up and grabs just this random eyeball out of the
yeah.
fucking like middle of the screen. And
Can we talk about like the hand animation in this episode in
dude, bro,
particular because you got that and her Makima doing her hand shit while just fucking crushing and splattering a bunch of different people
yeah,
from
I
a
don't
fucking region
know.
over.
I don't know if you've noticed this
Like
yet or not, Bobsto, but from reading the manga and watching what I've seen so far,
uh
this anime focuses really hard on hands.
yeah, dude,
They
it
really, really
does.
do from like episode one, from volume one all the way up till volume 11.
Hmm.
You know, it gets
I can see that. And
crazy.
but just like that fucking hand animation trees, especially because hands are particularly hard to animate,
Yeah,
given there's so many like there's the digits, the joints, and all that. But man, the hand animation in particular in this episode was on point.
yeah.
Uh,
But
but yeah, any other thoughts on episode 8?
no, I think I'm good.
Yeah,
I
so
think we
I mean
covered it.
episode 9.
Yeah, I think
Episode
we
8 was
covered
last
it.
week's. I'm kind of sad we're getting to break. It's gonna hurt having to wait a few
Oh
months to see
man, I don't want to wait
the
because I feel like
second
they're gonna
half
cut the
of
series
Chainsaw
in
Man.
half,
Yeah,
which is gonna be
it's like
sad.
it's gonna be sad, but whenever it's back, oh man, oh
Will it
boy,
be back? Oh my gosh.
it'll be fucking back, and
Man, I
oh
just
man,
can't
I
wait till
can't
we get to
wait,
some of the later stuff. And I think you know what
dude.
exactly what stuff I'm
I
talking about.
I know exactly what stuff you're talking about, and
And
it's
it's
all. To be honest, every there's not really a single like arc that doesn't have something really cool in it that I want to see animated.
bro, it's
Like
just all really, really good. But
it's just,
um
but yeah.
given that, Bopsto, do you have anything
Oh,
else to add?
not really. Hey, I will say this. Hey, I don't know what it is about Westaboos, but Westaboos makes some really good fucking anime and video games. The guy that's the manga, he's really into fucking in the Western media and movies,
Yeah.
and that's heavily inspired. Like the line where Denji talks about why he likes Bad Guys is like a reference to Sin City and whatnot. But
Huh.
it's something like about Japanese creators that are super into Western media just make really really sick shit, and it's just
Like
a constant.
I'm loving it so far. I
It's
really,
like
really am.
fucking
But
Chainsaw Man, Cowboy Bebop, all that shit.
yeah. Oh,
Uh,
before we take off, I think we need to talk about just a few things. A few things that's been resonating here lately. One of which being holy shit, you guys. You blew up our
oh,
fucking Chainsaw Man video.
dude,
Man,
I'm man, it's fucking crazy. I
we
wasn't
really,
expecting it to
really
be over.
appreciate that you guys loved our content that much that you just blew it up in 2 days. It went from
Yeah, man.
like what 40 something views
It was like
overnight.
40. Like when I went to sleep Friday night, it was like at 60 views. When I woke up Saturday morning, it was at over 400 views, and then whenever we got to Sunday, it
It
was
was
over
past
600, and
700, dude.
then it passed 700 over Sunday, and then we also gained like 4 new subscribers. So we're at like 41 subscribers currently.
So
And it's sick.
you
It's fucking
guys, man,
really, really crazy.
thank y'all. That's just all that we can really say
Thank you
about it.
guys.
Thank
Actually,
you. And
I
if
correct myself. 42 subscribers.
we got another one, hold up. We had
Yeah, I think I told
41.
you that. I think I told you that earlier today. But yeah, we're at 42.
Shit, man.
Um,
Just let's just keep growing.
shout out Shout outs to the Bin Cone. He's one of our new subscribers. He left
Yeah,
a
he
really
left a
wholesome
really
comment
awesome, wholesome
on
comment.
our video.
Um,
But yeah, no, it's fucking great. Wasn't expecting to blow up, nor the crazy amount of watch time on it for in comparison to us being a smaller channel at the moment. It like in the end of the day, 700 views doesn't sound like a lot to most channels, but most channels are over like 1,000 views or
but for a couple of
100,000.
guys who
So
just
they
did
get
this to just be able to
yeah, they
watch
just
anime and just talk
did
about
it
it,
on a whim for over 7 months. This shit is like we're just blown the fuck up.
just
And it's a
over,
small blow up,
but
but it's a blow
it's
up for us.
progress. It's
It was a blow up we weren't expecting entirely.
we started this channel with a couple, supporters. I think we had like 5 or 6 subs.
Mm,
To think
Yeah.
that we've been doing this for 7 months and we have
Uh huh.
42,
Yeah.
it's awesome to me. So,
Like I said, if we end the year on 50, that'd be amazing.
oh yeah,
If
man,
not, that's cool and all. But I'm very happy with what we're at. We're the most subscribed to channel that is referred to as the Anime Boys.
yeah,
We, we surpassed the other channel that had 33 subscribers.
yeah. Take that,
Well,
other anime boys. We're the real ones.
we're the real ones. Sorry. Look at my handle because YouTube added handles now. It's now at the Anime Boys official. So yeah,
But
get fucked.
Either way,
But yeah.
Bopsto, why don't
Well,
you take it away?
well, I'm Bopsto, the Elder Weeb.
And I'm Red, the bald-headed wonder.
Thank you guys very much. And you just got done watching the Anime Boys.
The Anime Boys. See
Anime
ya.
Boys. See ya.
Whoops.